Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the lesson of today. My name is Miss Adegoke, and together this morning we'll be treating the topic multiplication and division on weight in our subject mathematics. Once again, you're welcome to this class. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to solve questions on multiplication of weight, solve questions on division of weight. That's division of weight. And then you should be able to work on word problems on weight and work on conversion of weight. Okay, in our last lesson, we talked about the definition of weight. You were told that weight is anything that weight is how heavy or how light an object is. And then we talked about addition of weight. We treated some questions on addition of weight. We also treated some questions on subtraction of weight. Okay, today we are looking at the multiplication and division of metric weight. Now, multiplication on weight is very easy, but when carrying the extra, don't forget that it is 10 milligram that is the same thing as 1 centigram, and 100 centigram equals 1 gram, and 1000 gram is 1 kilogram, and 1000 kilogram is 1 ton. So let's look at this example quickly. We have 5 centigram, 4 milligram, and then we multiply. We have 4 times 9 here. 4 times 9 is what? That's 36. Are we going to write all the 36 down? No, because 10 milligram is what? 10 milligram is 1 centigram, and here we have 36 milligram. Of course, you know that we have 36 is 30 plus 6, right? So it is only the 6 that is not up to 10 that we write down. This 30, see, if 10 milligram is 1 centigram, 20 milligram will be 2 centigram. Then 30 milligram will be what? 3 centigram. So we bring the 3 to this side. So you know that we have 36 milligram. Only the 6 will be left because it's not up to 10. The other 30 we bring to centigram side as 3. So now we calculate this other one. 9 times 5 is what? 45. Plus the 3 we have carried. That's 48. So that's what gives us this answer. Is that taken? Okay, let's look at the second example. Okay, what do we have here? 4 times 4 is what? 16, right? So, and 16 means 10 plus 6. You know it is 10 milligrams that make 1 centigram. So the 10 we bring to this side as 1. And then the remaining 6 we bring here. You can see the 6 here. Okay, so we come here. 4 times 45. You know it is 45 we have before, plus the one we have carried to this side, that is now 46. So let's calculate. 46 times 4. Tell me, 4 times 6 is what? 24. You write your 4, you carry your 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus the 2 we have carried. That's 18. So we have 184 centigram. How many centigram make 1 gram? That's 1. So we carry the 1. That means 184 will now be 100 plus 84. Is that taken? So this 84 is not up to 100. We write it down. This 100, we do what? We convert it to gram. So 100 centigram will be 1 gram. So you remember that the centigram was 184, but we have written 84 down because it's not up to 100. The one that is up to 100 we have converted to gram. Is that taken? So now what do we have? 4 times okay, we have to add the 1. Okay, 4 times 3, that's 12, plus the 1 we have carried, that's 13. Okay, that's what we have here. And that brings us to our answer. Okay, let's consider this questions on division of weight. Now, we know that 100 milligram is 1 centigram, and 100 centigram is 1 gram, and 1000 gram is 1 kilogram, 1000 kilogram is 1 ton. Okay, what do we have? We have 5 centigram, 6 milligram divided by 4. We start with the centigram. 4, how many 4 can we get in 5? That's 1. It remains 1, right? So the 1 plus the 6, that gives us 16. So what do we have? 4 and 16, that's what? 4. And that brings us to this answer that we have here. Okay, look at this other example. 24 kilogram, 20 gram divided by 20. What do we do? 20 in 24. That's 1. It will remain 4, right? Okay, it will remain 4. So the 4 plus this 20 gives us 420. So we have 420 divided by 20. 0 take away 0. So we have 2 here 1. 2 in 4, that's 2. And 2 in 2, that's 1. So what do we have? We have 21. So that's how we have 1 kilogram, 21 gram here. Okay, take note of this. 1 kilogram is 1000 grams. And 1 kilogram also means 10 kids. 1 kid is 100 grams. 1 ton is 1000 kilograms. And 1 ton is also 10,000 kids. Take note of that. Okay, now, how do we convert from a higher unit to a lower unit? Let's say, if you are changing from a higher unit to a lower unit, you have to multiply. We are going to check the examples together. See, convert 4 gram to centigram. You know that 100 centigram is 1 gram, right? So we now want to convert 4 gram to centigram. If 1 gram is 100 centigram, like we have here, 1 gram is 100 centigram, then 4 gram will be 100 centigram in 4 places, and that's 4 times 100, and that will give us what? 400 centigram. This is 4, not 2. That will give us 400 centigram. Is that taken? Okay, the next one we have here, you have to convert 3 gram 50 centigram to centigram. Take note that this one is already centigram. This 50 is already centigram. So that means we are focusing on these 3 grams. And 1 gram is what? 100 centigram, right? So for us to get 3 gram, that will be 300 centigram. Or you say 3 times 100. That's 100 in 3 places. So 3 times 100 is what? That's 300 centigram. So we have 300 centigram. This 50 is already centigram, so we cannot change centigram to cent. It's already centigram. So we have 300 centigram plus 50 centigram, and that will give us what? 350 centigram. So that's our final answer. Look at this third example. Convert 2 kilogram to gram. How many gram make 1 kilogram? It is 1000 gram that makes 1 kilogram. So if 1000 gram is 1 kilogram, that means 1 kilogram is 1000 gram. Then 2 kilogram will be what? That's 2 times 1000. That's 2 times 1000. 1000 multiplied by 2. 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, and 2 times 1 is 2. 1, 2, 3. You put your comma there. So that's 2000 grams. Is that taken? Okay, look at this. Convert 9 tons to kilogram. And take notes. You must note your conversion. 1000 kilogram is 1 ton. So 9 tons will be 9 times 1000, and that's what? 9,000. 9 times 1000 will give us 9,000. So if we want to convert from a higher to a lower unit, we multiply. Now we want to change from a lower unit to a higher unit. What do? We divide. Of course, the lower is always very big, So to get to the higher unit, you have to divide it. So see what we have here. Change 400 centigram to gram. And of course, 100 centigram is what? 1 gram. So how do we change this 400 centigram to gram? What do? We say the 400 that we have, whatever number you have, divide it by 100. Let's see what we have. 400 divided by 100. 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. So we have 4 divided by 1. And 4 divided by 1 is what? 4. Is that taken? So that's how we got this final answer here. 4 gram as our answer. So this one. Change 600 gram to kilogram. And of course, it is 1,000. Oh, this is supposed to be 6,000. It is 1,000 grams that make 1 kilogram. This is 6,000, not 600. 6,000. Okay, it is 1,000 gram that makes 1 kilogram. So what do? We divide 6,000 by 1,000. 6,000 divided by 1,000. 0 take away 0, 0 take away 0, 0 take away 0. And then we have 6 divided by 1. And that's what? 6 kilogram. And that's how we got this our answer here. Is that taken? Okay. Change, what do we have here? 10,000 kilogram. 1, 2, 3, comma. Okay. That's 10,000 kilogram to tons. And it is 1,000 kilogram that gives us 1 ton. So 10,000 will be what? 10,000 kilogram will be 10,000 divided by 1,000. The 1,000 cancels themselves. Then we have 10 divided by 1. And that will be what? 10 divided by 1 is what? 10. So that's how we get our 10 tons here. Is that taken? You can always pause this video and watch, or you go back and rewatch it again so that you can understand very, very well. Now let's look at this word problem. How many 125 gram packets will a man get from a bag of salt weighing 2 kilograms? Look at this one. This one is gram and this one is kilogram. They are different. So you must first make sure that they are the same measurement first of all. Now take note, if 1 kilogram is 1,000 gram, then this 2 kilogram will be what? That's 2,000 gram. We are changing this 2 kilogram to gram so that we can divide the same gram from the kilogram. So now the 2 kilogram is already 2,000 gram. So, and it is from this 2,000 gram, which is 2 kilogram, that we want to divide 125 gram from. So what do? We say 2,000 divided by what? 125. What number can go in this? Any number that ends with 0 and 5 can be divided by 5. So let's start. 5 in 12, that's 2, which is 10. It remains what? 2. And 5 in 25 is what? 5. Let's use the 5 to divide this one to. 5 in 20, that's 4. 5 in 0, that's 0. 5 in 0, that's what? 0. Let's start with 5 again. 5 in 25, that's 5. 5 in 40, that's 8. And 5 in 0, that's what? 0. So we still have 0 and 5. We divide again. 5 here, 1. 5 in 8 is 1. It will remain 3, right? And then we have 30. So 5 in 30 is what? That's 6. So what do we have? Now we have 16 divided by 1. And 16 divided by 1 is what? 16. Is that taken? Okay, now, what is each person's share? If 5 men and 3 women share equally a sack of beans weighing 400 kilograms, and that is the net weight. First of all, we have 5 men, 3 men. How many people do we have there? That's 5 plus 3, and 5 plus 3 is what? 8. That's the 8 we have here. That is the 5 men plus 3 women. So, how many kilograms of beans do they all have to share? That's 400 kilograms. So what do we have? 400 kilogram. Divide. We share it among how many people? 8 people. So what do we have? 8 here 1. You know 8 can divide 14. That's why we are using it. 8 here 1. 8 in 40. 8 times 1 will give us 40. That's 5. Then 8 in 40 is 5. And 8 in 0 is what? That's 0. So we have 50 divided by 1. And that's what? 50. Is that taken? Now we have learned a lot on weight. You know, people check their weight. Weight is much more than just buying chicken or turkey, and then they say, oh, I want to buy 5 kilogram, which they call 5 kilo. You know, weight is used in measuring how heavy or how light a human being is, objects, you know, things around us, you know, just so that you can know how light or how heavy they are. So we have learned a lot about weight. We have learned about addition of weight, subtraction of weight. Today we have considered the multiplication of weight and then division of weight. And we have seen the conversion. You know, it is 10 milligram that make 1 centigram, and it is 100 centigram that make 1 gram. You know, we have learned all that. You can always go back to the video and check again and check again. Okay, you are to express as tons. What is 4,000 kilogram will make how many tons? Then 6,000 kilogram will make how many tons? You have to get that. You send to my mail when you're done. Then change 5 kilogram to 50 grams to gram, and then 5 centigram 4 milligram. You multiply it by 9. Then how many 250 gram are there in 50 kilogram? You know, this is gram and this is kilogram. You have to change the kilogram to gram, then you divide, and then you get your answer quickly like that. Is that understood? Okay, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.